Morning. Happy
Well,
Friday.
here we go.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Yeah, isn't it ever? Good morning to you. And the clouds are thick today, so there'll be no cloud reading to the degree. We'll have to do tree reading today. And if you want to know more about that, reach out. So, you know what? Katherine Kim Mullen, speaking to you today a little bit about what we do at Sage Navigation. And I'm with my colleague, my friend, my partners. Corinne's not with us today, but I know she has some great news she'll share. And we're excited. Karen Postuma has accepted to really focus with us on mental wealth and be the chief navigator, leading the way for that. So thank you today for joining me, because Think and Grow Rich is absolutely about feeding your mind and what you feed your mind with. And it's almost foundational. It's like you wouldn't build a house without building a foundation.
And a solid foundation.
So that's well said. Solid. Yeah. You know what? It's not building Lego, eh? When you build a house, and building your life can be a game, as our book of the month, Florence Shovel Shim says, how to play like a game. But really, most of us don't live it as a game. Because if we did, it wouldn't look like it looks for most people.
No, but that being said, it makes me feel like you have to take it so seriously. And you don't. You can have fun, and you should be having fun in your life. I know we are. And I know that the people that we are surrounded with certainly are. And I feel like the more you know about Think and Grow Rich and the principles. And Napoleon Hill is not the only one who wrote about these things. But I feel that the more you know about all of these things and this sort of frame of mind, positive mental attitude, and all of these things make it easy to
Well,
be
he
having
is
fun.
a pioneer, and I liken him to jumping on a trampoline, because you go on the trampoline and you say ooh, and then all of a sudden you feel safe because you have the 13 steps to riches bases, and you feel safe. It's like the net around the trampoline, and then you start to jump and you go higher and higher because you have the
Then you
foundation.
feel free.
Free. So it is a game. If I didn't say it right, I do believe it's a game. I do believe it can be fun. I do believe, like a game, there's obstacles, like an obstacle course, and they're meant to see, not about, it's how serious are you about what you want, not about how you're playing, about what you want. Do you really want that, or do you want to go on another path?
Yeah.
And did you put enough into it? So on that note, I think it's a good time, before we jump on to a new topic.
Mhm.
Finished off what we wanted to say about auto-suggestion, but it's been a long time since we talked about the first two chapters.
Yes. So today we wanted to recap the first two chapters. So we're going to jump right in and start on a reminder of the chapter on desire, the starting point of all achievement. So in order to move forward, you have to have definiteness of purpose, a definite goal. You have to be specific and make sure that you cover all of the elements that should be on your goal card that you read every morning and night. So first of all, start by figuring out what those elements are. Step one, your dollar amount. What's your dollar amount? We talked about this at length, but your dollar amount, don't be shy about your dollar amount, and don't be shy about picking a dollar amount or saying like, because your dollar amount encompasses what your vision is of your life. How much is it going to cost to have that lifestyle or those things or that way of living that you want? Is it to take care of loved ones, to have, a decent car, a nice home, run your business without having too much strife and having some decent cash flow? Whatever it is, what is the dollar amount that it takes? Second, what do you intend to give in return for the money? Because there isn't something for nothing. You got to give something back. You've got to figure out what it is. What's your service? What's your strength? What's your superpower? Number 3, a definite target date. A lot of these things can change and you can, hone in and massage your ideas, but your date is going to be your date. And pick a date and be aggressive with your date. Because the more aggressive you are with your date, the more you're going to push yourself to actually take action and to achieve that date. That is going to be the one thing that you cannot change. Number 4, a definite plan for carrying out your desire, and start now. It's not a detailed plan. It's a high level view because you're not supposed to worry about the how. You just need to know what you want. So a high level view, a plan, a definite plan. Now, step 5, write it down. You write it down on your goal card and sign it, because that means that you're committing to it. And number 6, read it twice daily, once in the morning and once at night. In the morning, starts you off on the right foot, and you get moving on that, and you make sure that you're going to take a step to it during the day.
And you make sure to tell the universe, hey, universe,
don't forget, I'm focusing on this. Yeah. And at night, because you put that into your brain as the last thing that you do before you go to sleep, and your subconscious is working on that all night. Even though you're sleeping and you're having beautiful dreams and you're getting your great rest to recharge yourself for the next morning when you're going to read it again and take action, your subconscious is sending that out into the universe so that those things can be working while you are resting.
Mm-hmm.
If life is a game and you're bargaining for something, as the poem The Universal Truth by Jesse B. Rittenhouse shares, why not aim high? It said in the poem, any wage I had asked from life, life would have willingly paid, and it will. So what are you asking for from life? Do you have the burning desire and applied faith? Applied faith and active state of mind. This belief in yourself is applied in achieving a definite major purpose in life. Applied faith is the third principle of success. So your burning desire is huge in all of this. Take a step each day in the direction of your target.
I love this.
What do you have to add to this? Because this is a big, big, big chapter.
Well, what I'm going to add, so important because it is the first step. This is what you have to have. You have to have it. You know what? It's like if I said, let's play a game. I don't care what the game is. And I don't give you the guidelines of the rules. How are you going to win? It's like the day I went out to play football with my brothers. I was the token female that year, and it was winter football. And you can imagine I'm very fast runner. And they decided, we're going to get, and they call me Kim, we're going to get Kim. She's going to take the ball. She's going to run. We're going to win. Nobody there is going to run as fast as her. You know what happened? They forgot to tell me the direction. So yes, I did run fast. Yes, I got the ball. And yes, the other team didn't chase me. Why? Because I was running in the wrong direction. So I actually helped the other team win. I scored a touchdown for them, basically. And you know what? So I want to share that because here's the thing I learned recently, and I'm always learning and growing. I took a course, 18 hours last weekend. And while I was there, the person, and it was from Keyspire, and I love what this man said. They didn't teach in real estate to have a goal. I'm already in real estate. It's over 30 years, but I wanted to understand residential on another note. So if you ever want to know about leasing commercial, before you sign a lease, make sure to reach out to me because I do have over 35 years and I've done little to big transactions. And I don't want to take time on that, but reach out to me. So here's the thing I would say. We turn around and we set goals and we have a date. Now I want to ask you, if you set a goal for money for $1 million, and this didn't come from me, somebody shared this with me in a course, and the bullseye on target is the $1 million. But if you make 995,000 of it, are you going to be satisfied? Of course, you're going to be satisfied. You're going to be like very close to your goal. It's not going to impact your life. You'll be missing very little. So are you going to celebrate? So what he tried to share is it's more motivating to have a target because there's a bullseye and then there's the inner circles moving out, how you get closer and further, and then everything on the outside. So I don't want to get distracted with that, but I do want to share with this one thing what Napoleon Hill shares. So as you know, I'm doing my community work next week to have my final paper of certification, which should be my Christmas present.
How exciting for those people who are going to be in your midst and share and hearing what you have to share.
Oh, that's so kind to say. I worked hard. They won't know what they're learning because I'm bringing things like sunglasses and Chinese finger. I'm just
Chinese
exactly, and
handcuffs.
mirrors and all kinds of things. So on that note, definiteness of purpose is one of the principles that to be certified you have to understand, which is really another way. The chapter on desire is that. But definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. All individual achievement begins with the adoption of a definite purpose and specific plan for its attainment. Without a purpose and a plan, people drift aimlessly. And that's the problem, is the drifter and non-drifter. You want to be a non-drifter. It's fine to go down through the trails and drift, to go skiing, because we're going to get there in a couple months or a month from now, and say, I'm going in the other trail. Wonderful. But it's not okay to drift in your game of life. The game, you can't win the game of life drifting. You cannot. You can have pleasurable moments, but you cannot be a drifter achieving the success that you want. And that's where it's important. By having a target, by having a goal, by having definite purpose, that gives you the ability to not drift, to be a non-drifter, to actually have more focus on where you're going. So I wanted to share that.
And to keep it top of mind, because then you're focusing on it. So it's one thing to establish what it is, but it's another thing to also keep it top of mind and to remind yourself regularly.
So if you're in the WEN community and you started a business, you know, my first business that I started, I had no plan. You know, my dad came home and he had a friend that had a bookkeeping service and had storefront, and he didn't use it most of the year. So my dad said, why don't you go work with him? I was like 19. Why don't you go work with him in there? No plan, no nothing. I really was drifting. No plan, no definiteness of purpose. And I went in and it was great. It was enlightening. It was a used bookstore. But then we started to get into more than books, used records. And then we got into beautiful dishes because I was attracted to it. But everything happened haphazardly. Everything happened. Oh, it came in. Oh, yeah, let's do it. So there wasn't focus. There wasn't alignment. There wasn't harmony. It didn't make sense. So the thing is having that target. If you're an entrepreneur, take the time to create a high-level view of what you want it to look like. Because then you can take the right action steps. Otherwise, I come into you and I tell you, you want to make $1 million? You say, oh yeah, that's shiny. Like Kaylee's running the 10K 10-day challenge. Yeah, I want to make 10K in 10 days. Who doesn't? I don't care how much money you have. People wanting money want more money. People with no money want money. So let's say you take it, but you have no vision, no plan. Imagine having the plan. Imagine having the goal. So if you're an entrepreneur and you've been given an opportunity, why don't you match the opportunity with the potential of what it could be exactly the way you want it? That's what I would share with you, Karen, when you asked me that question.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I see so much. It's harmony. It's harmonizing what you're doing in your life with your vision, or what you're doing in your business with the vision that you have of your business. I mean, you're talking about, you're selling books. And then you start bringing in all kinds of other things that don't apply. But the people that are coming into your store, they may have a little general interest in that. But really, you're advertising yourself as a bookstore. So you're attracting people who are coming to buy books, used books.
Now imagine had I sold agendas or paper. What do you call the
As
things
long
that
as
go
they
in the
weren't
book?
used agendas.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it could be interesting. I'd love to have Napoleon Hill's agenda from 19.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyway,
But
sorry,
but
go ahead.
wait, no, it's great. But bookmarks, they needed to be, if I were going to upsell, because we're an entrepreneur network, why wouldn't I upsell things in alignment with my core
Exactly.
business?
It's alignment and it's in harmony with what you're doing. So, yes, as a business person, you need to have, as an individual in personal life, it's great to have a plan, and you should have a plan. In your business, it is essential to have a plan and a vision. You know what you want, just define it and sit down with yourself and figure it out and put your finger on it. Make it the bullseye in the middle of that dartboard or in the middle of your vision board.
And next, you know what? Next, and you not only vision board, reach out to us and let us show you vision map, because
That's
vision
even
board is
better.
the start. Do not do a vision board, but realize it's only the first step. And you know what? I'd like to end us by saying it was too important just to jump to the next thing without looking at this. And next week, when you come back, we're going to talk about faith, has it stated. But this is the thing, definite of purpose goes to applied faith. Yeah, I love when you share that. I love it. You know what? And the thing is if you have to remind yourself to have it, write the word out. But very important, what is faith? Come back next week. Because in order to get your goal, it's applied faith we're talking about. We're talking about, and what is that? You know, reach out to us, comment below. Thank you for being here. Join us in Dockside at Sage Navigation. Sign up for our newsletter. You know, join our family is what I would say. We got some great news coming up. Look forward to sharing it with everybody. Karen, you want to take this home today?
We have so much to share, and we have a ton of stuff. If you have questions, don't be shy. Put something into the chat, and we will definitely take a look at it, and we will tailor things to you. And I really sincerely hope that you're getting something from this. And we would love to hear that you are and what it is that you're getting. And if you care to share, we would
So,
love
you know, it's very interesting because I wanted to end saying, why would they want? Because somebody said, why you? Why you? Why would we hire you? Why would we pay money to work with you? Have you, each person in here that's an entrepreneur, have you thought about why the person wants to spend money with you? Because I can tell you why you'd want to work with Karen Postuma. Because if you're right now talking about anything with numbers and finance in your business, she had a serious job with a financial institution. She knows what it is when one of the clients come in. She can guide you on what you have to do to access the money you need for your business. Now, why else? Because she's been in book club for 4 years studying this. She reads all about this. Before that, she was doing energy work. So all of it is there. She has put together, she has a vision map. She's got it. She understands finance. She understands the importance of having social and philanthropy. She understands having faith and spirituality. She understands the physical pillar and what it's about to have emotional wealth. Now, why do you want to reach out to me? And we'll end with this. And Corinne's not here. We'll let her tell you next week why you're here. But why you want to reach out to me? I only have 35 years of experience in finance and real estate. And I only had 13 miscarriages. I only went from opening a business with $50 to have that business you're all looking to have. And you know what? I only had 400 temps on the road on any given week. And if you want to know more than that, why would you want that? Well, when my rent went up by 96%, I almost closed. Don't allow anything to close your dream. Katherine Kim Mullen.
Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend.